Category of disability, specialization and pedagogy. Autism spectrum disorders. Introduction to autism spectrum disorders, ASD types and characteristics, related disorders, identification and assessment, ASD differential assessment, development of curriculum development and teaching, curriculum focus for children with ASD, curriculum adoption for inclusive education of children with ASD, methods of evaluating children with ASD, developmental approach, behavioral approach, cognitive approach, social approach, teaching methods and strategies, etiological aspects, communication aspects, sensory motor aspects, assistive technology, assistive devices, AD, need assessment and planning for assistive technology transmission for adolescence to adulthood for a person with ASD, preparedness for adulthood needs and role of family and community, practicum, field engagement, hearing impairment, yearly identification of hearing loss, need and strategies, audiological assessment, assessment of language and communication, assessment of speech, educational assistant and identification of needs, curriculum and its designing, developing literacy skills, reading, developing literacy skills, curriculum adoption, curriculum evolution, need and strategies for early intervention of hearing loss, auditory learning, AVT and auditory training, speech reading, speech intervention strategies, communication and language teaching strategies, educational intervention strategies, listening devices and classroom acoustics, technology for management for speech, technology facilitating language and communication, technology facilitating education, resource mobilization for technology, psychological aspects and disability, family needs, family endowment, empowerment, learning disability, introduction to learning disability, LD, types of LD, assessment of LD, domains of assessment, assessment of curriculum, areas, curriculum design, curriculum heritage, instructional planning, adaptation, modification, accommodation, assessment and evolution, conceptual framework of educational interventions for processing defect, reading and writing interventions for mathematics, intervention in life skills, concept of technology, learning needs of CWLD, technology for presentation, expression, input and output, technology for classroom engagement, trends and issues in using technology, overview of psycho-social domains, family dynamics, nurturing social, emotional well-being, mental retardation, intellectual disability, nature and needs, assessment at preschool and school levels, assessment at adult and vocational levels, assessment of family needs, curriculum designing, curriculum at preschool and primary school level, curriculum at secondary, pre and vocational level, curriculum adoption, curriculum evolution, intervention, individualized education program, teaching strategies and TLM, intervention for maladaptive behavior, therapeutic intervention, technology in education and instruction, use of multimedia in education, technology based instructions, application of technology, family, psycho-social issues involving families, adolescent issues, CBR and CPP, community people participation, multiple disabilities, introduction to multiple disabilities, identification and assessment of persons with multiple disabilities, physical and functional assessment, developmental and behavior aspects in relation to multiple disabilities, hearing, speech, language and communication aspects, introduction to curriculum development at various stages, curriculum and co-curriculum, material adaptation, classroom management, evolution, early intervention, therapeutic intervention strategies, teaching methods, techniques and strategies, universal design in learning, teaching methods, approaches and strategies for scenario impairment, introduction to assistive technology for communication, academic learning and active living, active technology to support universal design for learning, assistive technology to enhance social skills, oriental and mobility, access to computer, attitudes and stress, role of family, working with family, having children with disability, community resource mobilization, access, visual impairment, anatomy and physically of human eye, types of visual impairment and common eye disorders, implications of visual impairment and needs of visual impaired, identification and assessment of visual impairment, assessment of learning needs of children with VMD, concept and types of curriculum, teaching functional academic skills, teaching of independent living skills, curriculum adaptation, curriculum activities, thematic perspective, mathematics, science, social science, teaching of children with low vision, introducing educational and information communication technology, adaptive technologies, access to print for the visually impaired, assistive technologies for the visually impaired with reference to school subjects and low vision, computer aided learning, family of a child with visually impairment, parental issues and concerns, rehabilitation of children with visual impairment, meeting the challenges of children with visual impairment, free education channel. Please do subscribe and like.